It's about time to start sanding. Well, it's pallet wood, but I make some pretty cool stuff out of it. A lot of different projects going on right now. So I wanted to share something that I forgot in the last video. Ooh, I'm not going to be able to do this without showing how messy my countertop is. I'll do it like this. This is the thumbnail on the last video. My son painted that. And he wanted to paint when he came over, so I'm like, yeah, come on, go ahead. And so I'm letting him paint it, and when he finishes it, the flush of the memory of having a dream, it might have been 2 weeks, but it was about a week before. And I saw it in the dream, and it didn't make sense. It was out of place in the dream. That exact painting. It could have been reversed, like the flower would have been on the other side, but it's the same painting, and it wasn't. It had nothing to do with the dream. I noticed it because it was out of place. But I know that I dreamt of that picture a week before I knew that he was coming over. It didn't, just interesting. So I came home just kind of frustrated because, well, I don't want this to sound new agey. I am a firm believer in Jesus Christ. I don't think that any of us are. What I'm trying to say is that God gives us gifts. He gives us gifts that we're told don't exist. But now science, people have done like remote viewing and stuff like that. And mine is like a knowing. It's just like an understanding of what people actually mean when they say something, intention, just an understanding of stuff. And a lot of it comes from feeling emotions when I shouldn't, like sadness when someone just says something and it's almost as if it's coming from them. And I'm not saying that everybody has this. Look, the Lord gives and takes away as needed. I've told in stories before that sound kind of crazy of being able to hear clear conversations when the people weren't there. But I know that my mind didn't make it up because they were too detailed. It was just, anyway. So what I'm trying to say, the other day, I'm giving my cousin a call, and he don't answer the phone, and this negative wave of like just aggravation and hateful, like, why has he got to be like that? Why has he got to ignore me? And I'm like, wait a minute, let me think about this. Love is patient. He's doing yard work right now. I didn't know that. I haven't spoken to him. Sure enough, next day, my aunt's telling me a story, and I'm like, your son, tell him to pick up the phone. I need to talk to him. And we got to talking. She's like, oh, baby, he was doing yard work all day. So I don't know. It's a weird thing when you see things and know them to be true, but it doesn't make sense to anyone else. Most of the time, you can't even tell people because they just look at you like you're crazy, yet you know it to be true. And so I go grocery shopping, and there's this beautiful woman there. I mean, she's very attractive, very nice, like playful personality, and just attract. I mean, when I look into this girl's eyes, I can feel the connection. But I know that she's not Madeline. And it's just it's frustrating, and then to see a person kind of going out of their way a little bit. She was at her place of work, but kind of going out of their way a little bit to at least interact with you. And then because I'm attracted to this person, I'm kind of guarded to not to ignore them. It's not like that, but I don't behave as nicely, I guess. I'm very dry because of the danger of, I don't know. I'm going through something with, it's like an obedience thing to God because it's not the right person, even though somebody's so lonely. But the thing was, I could feel the hurt. It's like I could feel it. Like she felt like she wasn't attractive enough for me, which ironically I go through all the time. Just don't even understand like that a woman was flirting with me until like a year later. Because of like low self-esteem issues, but I can feel it from other people, and you see it. I mean, you pick up on little stuff. Look, I don't know what this means. I don't know what what this is about. Yet it is something that I recognize. So if I could end this on a positive note, a lot of times people call it intuition, whatever. There's a thing inside of us that tells us to do. It's like you just feel it, like mamas when their babies are in trouble or something like that, and that makes sense to us. Yet we ignore that feeling all the time. I can't really react to that situation. I can't go up to her and be like, "Hey, it's nice to meet you," because it's dangerous when you're attracted to someone. When you look up into somebody's eyes and you're like, "This could take off," but it's not the right person. But it still hurts, and I could almost feel the pain come, because of insecurity. But if you can take anything away from this, it's that whenever you get that feeling about a thing, don't ignore it. Like, really don't ignore it. I really don't want to ponder on this because it's like it's just not a good thing to think about, especially being a lonely person. And maybe God's testing my obedience, but I know it to be true. So I don't care, as many times I've said how crazy that this sounds. I just know it to be true because God has allowed me to see it true, in my life. As a matter of fact, it kind of came up when I was going through all the demonic gang stalking stuff. It is sort of, my recognition of it is sort of a result of God building my strengths up. Now these things, this is where the New Age comes in and they tell you, you can do this for yourself. This is all about you. And that's so not true. Maybe God has blessed me with a thing and allowed me to notice it because it is for others. To see someone on a park bench and be like, hey, I need to talk to him so he doesn't kill himself tonight. Or, so you see what I'm saying? Like there are gifts given for us to recognize and to use for the glory of the kingdom of God in Jesus Christ. But I also find that so many more people, like, they kind of get that they have something like that, but they don't ever exercise it in a way that glorifies the kingdom of God. So I don't care how nuts it sounds. Like, I just know it to be true. Like, I knew the other day when this big rush of negative emotions came in and told me that my cousin was ignoring me, and then I stopped and I said, he's cutting grass. I just saw it. He was cutting grass. And sure enough, the next day my aunt said it. So I think you get the gist of it. I hope you can use this in your own life, but to glorify Jesus. This isn't about you're a light worker or any crap like that. Like, all that stuff is stolen from something that is already known about the children of God. It's taken and it's twisted and it's made to focus on the self, the ego, which ironically is what they're saying they're trying to get rid of. But it's about you, the light work. You get what I'm saying? So look, that's it. I don't have a closing thought, just that I hope you understand what I was saying. And thanks for tuning in. All right, God bless. Bye.